Hello everyone, welcome back to Sports Khabri, Indian Food and Football. Arun Foot and Curious Harry. We're here to review the game that just happened. It was Punjab FC versus Northeast United. Like most of us predicted, it was a cagey affair. It was close fought. I think both sides had their chances. We came away with a 1-all result. First thoughts from this game, Shayan. What are your first thoughts from this? Parthiv
See,
Gogoi, beautiful finish.
I think I was impressed about the way Northeast played in the first half. I think they showed that intention to get the 3 points, and I think few of the players. I think Parthiv Gogoi. I think he had a very good game. I would like to mention few other people also. I think Nestor had a very good game today in the upfront, and I think Muhammad Ali. I think he had a very good game today. I think he was somebody who was giving them that extra depth in the defense. He's coming down to help the defense line. I think he did very good job. I think, and if you see the game was even Stevens. Yesterday I predicted a draw. I think when the match was over. I think Northeast losing the game would have been a not a fair not would have been a fair result because after that goal Northeast considered when Milroy SSC scored a goal. I think it was basically for a defensive lapse of Northeast United. So after that goal scored by Milroy SSC, I thought that Punjab tried to come back to the game. I think, but somehow I think the draw 1-1 result of today's game, I think it's fair. If you see all the parameter wise, if you see the how it was placed, I think everywhere more or less even Stevens. I somehow feel Punjab on the second half were a better team. They came with an intent and they tried to prove a point, but somehow they didn't get the goal. I think Melroy Assis's goal. I think with all due credit, it was basically of the defensive lapse. I think Northeast could have better defended that because I think this was a lack of proper clear marking that was clearly shown there, and it shows that that sometimes best of best defense also make mistake. And I don't want to say I think Dinesh, Ashish, Ashir, Michael, then Tongba, I think all four did a good job. I think barring that moment that cost them that three crucial points. But nevertheless, I think fair is a draw is a fair result for both the sides. And coming back to Parthik Gogoi, I think yesterday we were discussing who after Sunil Chetri. We always discuss who is there after Sunil Chetri. I think we are getting somebody who can take Indian up front in the different level at the international level. Parthiv is playing good. I hope he continues this way because we have seen in recent past also that after one season, many of the players starts to fade away. I hope that doesn't happen in case of Parthiv. He continues. It's better for the Indian football. It is better for himself, and it's better for Northeast United. So all eyes on Parthiv. I think he has really raised expectation from him, and I hope that he continues this way. So I'm very happy with the result. I think 1-1 and the draw one each point for both the side. I think that was good. But we saw a decent crowd by the Northeast people coming to the stadium. I think they filled the stadium. That was a good thing. I think I was expecting Northeast to be higher in number. And what I heard from Akshata was also saying that he was in the stadium that Northeast were higher in number. So that shows that when teams start doing good, more and more people will join in. So that's a good part. So it's a good result. I think Punjab getting a point at last. I think that's a good start for them. Let's hope all this both the team does well in the rest of the games.
Yeah, Arnav, before we talk about the game itself, Lord Beck is saying he hopes Parthiv continues his consistency and he's on the plane to Qatar. Do you think there's chance of him going to Qatar?
If you listened carefully to what Igor Stimac said in his halftime conversation with Paul Macefield, I think Parthiv Gogoi still has to convince our national team coach. That was my feeling. That was my reading out of it. Maybe I'm wrong. The again, Paul Macefield also asked the question that he scored 3 similar goals. Now, what happens if someone blocks that right foot of his? Does he have a plan B? And that's a very, very valid and very, very interesting point. But on the other side, I think we don't have too many choices. Let's be honest about that. And if a player in October 2023 is in such scoring form as an Indian attacking player 3 months out from the AFC Asian Cup, he needs to get a look in. And I feel it would have been better to have him in the Merdeka Cup, because after that we directly have the World Cup qualifiers. So if
Yeah.
you want to experiment, I would have said the October window would have been the one to experiment. But again, I think this is an opportunity loss, and Parthiv, in my opinion, needs to be immediately drafted into the Indian national team.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it happens once, it's okay. It happens twice, but thrice. I mean, come on, like he's
And it's
clearly worked
quality,
on
and
it.
he's got that.
Yeah,
Today he was alert. I mean, Amarjit was fighting over the ball. He lost the ball. He got it back from his own man Parthiv, and then directly swings it out. And and therefore I feel that's alertness. And again, that's a level of alertness which we don't have that often from our Indian attacking players. So when you have such kind of a player who's showing that at this moment, at that age, and he's played at youth level for the Indian team. So he's not these kids who have played for the Indian under 16, 17s, 18, 19, 20, 23s, played for the Indian Arrows. They have that experience. And to throw them into a senior national team, most often than not, um, that would also mean that that international experience to some extent is there. Therefore, it would have been interesting. But still, it's the decision of the coach. We can discuss it, but we'll have to accept it. But I hope that he soon does get a look in.
yeah. Harry, Ankit saying, don't you think Northeast is missing a striker because both their wingers look deadly? Parthiv on one side, Nestor on one side. Nestor hit the post in the first half. Again, what a curler! Both these guys are just coming inside and whipping those shots into the far post and doing it really, really well. You think they're missing a striker?
Hello everyone, and much better from yesterday, guys, who are asking
Yes.
for my health. And definitely from tomorrow onwards, regular morning video will also come up. Definitely, I think Ipsen Melo doesn't work out for them till now. I think whenever he gets chance, not looks impressive. So that's the concern for Northeast United. But first half, I think a brilliant first half. I think everything we have witnessed on both the sides, that Luka Magnussen penalty was not given. After that, uh, Northeast United won the penalty. Then Philippotsko missed that penalty. Then Nestor Albiaz hitting the post. Then Parthigoba at the end, words of the first half, and he scores that beautiful goal. So first half, I think everything. But second half, I would credit Punjab FC. I think they come up with a really good plan and they execute that plan and they look much better in second half. And I think a disappointing thing for Northeast United to take their second half lightly, I would say, and not go for the. If you compare the first half and second half, I think Northeast United have created less chances in second half. If you see the second half, so I think they needs to learn this type of matches where they have a clear opportunity to get the 3 points if they want to, you can say, go for the playoff, because this type of matches where you have a, you can say, clearer chances and you can say moments where you have a penalty and this banger of a goal where you can easily get the 3 points, but they didn't get the 3 points. So that's the disappointing thing for them. This is the 3 point lose by their own mistakes, I would say. So that's the learning lesson for Northeast United, and definitely they are missing strike without a doubt, because Manvir Singh also is not clicking जो उनको चाहिए. एंड पंजाब एफसी के लिए आई थिंक दिस इज अ कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्टर first from them, and got a first ISL point also and first goal also in the ISL, so that's a great thing for them, definitely. So I think positive signs for them. And again, I think the main issue with Punjab FC is still they missing that goal. मतलब जो पिछले 2 मैच में भी बात की कि वो गोल ही मिस कर रहे हैं, बाकी सारी चीजें उनकी ओर से सही हो रही है. ऐसा नहीं हो रहा कि वो फाइनल थर्ड में नहीं पहुंच रहे, चांसेस नहीं बना रहे. आई थिंक वो ब्रेंडन ने भी जो सेकंड हाफ स्टार्ट हुआ उसके स्टार्टिंग में एक या मिस किया था, क्योंकि या फिर फर्स्ट हाफ में था, मेरे को एग्जैक्टली याद नहीं, जो कि उसको ब्यूटीफुली लुका मेजरसन ने सजा के बोल दिया था एंड उसने मतलब सीधा ही उसको वेस्ट कर दिया. तो दिस आर द टाइप्स ऑफ चांसेस व्हिच यू हैव टू टेक. And I think a fair result मेरे हिसाब से 1-1. I think more disappointed would be Northeast United, because they have a penalty and that banger of a goal, and still they didn't able to get the 3 points. So that's the thing. And I agree with Arunava sir also about this Parthiv Gogol. For me, definitely he should be going into the World Cup. But what coach also said in the halftime is also a valid point for me. I think if because आप देखिए पूरे मैच में पार्थिव गोगोई ने जो एक वो गोल मारा, उसके अलावा आई डोंट सी थिंक सो कि उतना ज्यादा इम्पैक्टफुल वो दिखा है पूरे मैच में. बट ये भी बात है, अगर आप ऑपोजिट साइड में देखें तो हम बोलते हैं कि आपको एक ही मोमेंट चाहिए कि जो आपकी टीम को लेके जा सकते हैं.
Exactly.
सो देर वो वाली भी बात है. इट्स टफ चॉइस कि आप उसको लेके जाए या ना जाए. एंड दूसरी चीज ये है कि आप देखिए करंटली अगर आपकी नेशनल टीम है उसमें कोई एक ऐसा भी प्लेयर नहीं है कि जो इस तरह के शॉट लेता है. अगर आपके पास है देन डेफिनेटली आपको पार्थिव गोगोई को बोलना चाहिए कि भाई तेरे को वर्क करना पड़ेगा. करंटली यू नीड दैट टाइप ऑफ प्लेयर बिकॉज हम सबको पता है कि व्हाट इज द इश्यू विद नेशनल टीम, फाइनल थर्ड एंड फिनिशिंग. जो सबको पता है, कोच को भी पता है, प्लेयर्स को भी पता है, फैंस को भी पता है. हमने इतने सारे टूर्नामेंट जीते अभी रिसेंट पास में, लेकिन द बिगेस्ट इश्यू इज स्टिल कि हम फाइनल थर्ड में हमारी डिसीजन मेकिंग जो हमारी शॉट टेकिंग एबिलिटी है वो अभी भी कहीं ना कहीं मतलब बिलो पार है. And that is where I think Parthiv Gogo is signed in that area. So that's why for me he should be going only on that area. Otherwise मेरे को भी
Correct.
पता है कि भाई आपको नेशनल टीम के लिए और ज्यादा जो प्लेयर है वो गाइड होना चाहिए और ज्यादा उसको प्रूव करा होना चाहिए. लेकिन हमने पास्ट में भी देखा है कि काफी सारे ऐसे प्लेयर भी नेशनल टीम के लिए खेल गए हैं जो कि डिजर्व भी नहीं करते. तो आई थिंक टैलेंट लाइक Parthiv Gogo should be in the national team and Mardeka Cup is the perfect opportunity. आप वहाँ पे उसको टेस्ट कर लीजिए अगर आपको कन्विंसिंग लगे एंड यू कैन गो फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप क्वालिफायर्स एशियन कप आफ्टर दैट. अदरवाइज आप वहां से ही आपका जो प्लान पहले से चलता आ रहा है उसी के साथ कंटिन्यू.
Yeah. Hiren mentioned it, Chan. There was a penalty miss as well. A couple of talking points in this game. What do you make of the penalty miss? Bad penalty, good save. How did you look at it?
See, this kind of things happen in football. If it's a sport, I think we have seen great players missing penalties. This is nothing something new. This happens. I think we should not be judgmental. I think we should give the due credit to the goalkeeper also. I think in that ways and see that we appreciate that part also. See, rather than pinpointing that this is wrong, this is bad. I think somehow they missed it. I think they got a very good. If they could have scored that goal, and they were in control of the game, as Hiren and Ronaldo correctly said in the first half. Somehow in the second half, I found their approach a bit lethargic in the field. I thought they took it very lightly. And Melroy's assist goal, if you see when they scored Melroy scored that goal, it shows the defense left him unmarked. Totally, he came in from backline in unmarked position. He scored that goal. So that's the thing I think Northeast should look in. I think I don't agree with Raj Protimda saying that East Bengal and Mohun Bagan can beat them hands down Northeast by seeing the defensive vulnerabilities. I don't agree to that because I think Northeast at home will be a difficult nut to crack, and I think many of the teams will be up for surprise when they travel to Guwahati. This is my take on them because if you see the difference in ISL, the teams, I think level of gap of the teams. If you see the Punjab, they lost to FC Goa, one of the favorites to be in the ISL winners this time. They just lost to 1-0 against FC Goa playing away. So that shows the league's competitiveness has increased, and I think we can't say anybody that they are easy pushovers. I think that's the beauty of this game, and I must say that and I want to add 2 points. What when I think regarding Parthiv, what Onauda and Hiren said that I want to add this part that see I saw C match what he said, and I want to say one important thing. See, if he's not fitting into the coach scheme of things, I think the coach has the whole right to take a call. So I think it depends on him basically, and coach it's on the coach. I think that we can't do anything. I think कि, coach को नहीं लग रहा he's Asian Cup के लिए है, तो I think we should wait for it. So क्या बोल सकते हैं?
Yeah, interesting there, Shan. Well, Arnava, Palash is saying let's talk about Melroy because he looked solid. Not only did he look solid, what a finish for a centre half to come and calmly side foot it in from a corner. Impressed with his finish because a lot of our strikers can't seem to finish like that.
I think Melroy is one of those players who have sort of evolved over the last 2-3 years quite considerably. If you see, with Rajasthan United, he was one of their key players in the I League, and then you saw at the start of the season that he was in the Durand Cup. He was not always this solid. So it showed that internal team training, development, and also having a foreigner next to. I think we didn't speak about it. We spoke about it the other day when they played Goa. That is Kiran Chemchong going to be the goalkeeper, or are they going to change? And they did that today. They brought in Ravi Kumar, put in a foreign defender, and the solidity of Punjab FC was much more visible. So from that standpoint, it worked. It gave Melroy the belief that he can do something. So that is that. And this match was one of those matches. Yes, Northeast were better in the first half, but you had phases where I felt Punjab also had their moments in the first session, vice versa in the second. And again, we can again talk about decisions which went for or against Punjab FC. That foul on Luka Machin from Ashir Akhtar, not given. On the other side, Tongdongba, the foul, soft one. So therefore, it continues, and what I've said the other night, it will not end. This will go on sadly through the season, and we have to work day in day out that that work needs to be done on the development of the referees, and again, especially the positioning. Where are you? Can you see the situations? If not you, can the assistant referee, the linesman on that side, can he see it? And that's, I think, the most important thing. But otherwise, I think rather than saying that the weak points of Northeast United were exposed, I would rather say Punjab FC has shown that they are there on merit as champions of the I League in the Indian Super League. They've done their homework, as I said, also around the Goa game, that they signed some of the best players in the I League. They've brought in some good foreigners. If you see the way that Talal plays, very, very creative player. Luka Machin has not been lucky so far. Again, and that's one thing. If that guy gets lucky and starts scoring goals, he's a striker who can get you 12, 15 goals, even in the ISL. So therefore, yes, I think that's going to be very, very important. That they got a point today. I think that's very important. They got a goal, and that seemed to have helped them in the second session, and they will go up. So therefore, I think that's a good sign.
Hiren, Igor Stimac was in the stands today. Happy to see him there. National team coach watching on.
Definitely,
What do you-
definitely, definitely, definitely. He should be whenever he gets the chances. So he gets more idea because you watch on the match on the TV, or you can say on OTT, but when you on the you can say stand, there is a you can say you get a much more better idea how players is playing, and what type of player he is looking for. So definitely that's a great to see our national team coach is on the stand.
Yeah, fair enough. Guys, quickly on the pitch. Um, it was a little wobbly. It was a little wobbly. Any of you want to take this? What is up with the pitch?
Out of own experience, the Jawaharlal Nehru pitch can be a problem. I go back over 10 years ago when Bayern Munich played against India. I remember I saw the ground 3 months before the match, and you would have rather done farming on that field than played football. So those kind of realities. So this ground has sort of its weaknesses. Round Punjab or Punjab FC have had limited time, I would say, to try and work out something with this ground. But I think overall, give them some more time. I think it'll slowly get better. But important was, again, it was a good atmosphere. Again, Akshata is trying to join us. I think she can tell us a little bit more. But I felt watching it on television, there was support at both ends, and I think that's what you want. And you could hear fans in that big stadium. I think that's also a challenge in this huge. It's size wise, it's, I think, the biggest stadium that we have in India in any sport. So therefore it's okay, and again, it's Deepak is right, it hasn't been used for the ISL in the last 5 years, so it's been mainly sort of local level football. So therefore, again, you have to work on it, develop it, and again, give them maybe a few weeks, and then it will be in a better shape.
Yeah, fair enough. Chen, any other takes from this game? Fans, you spoke about it yesterday. You said there'd be more Northeast fans. Were you happy with the turnout today?
Hi, it was a decent turn. Because his Lord making say empty stadium today. I didn't expect that 50,000 people will come to watch the game. So I had a very realistic take that how much people will come to watch the game, and I'm very happy the turn up. I think Madam has also joined us. Madam was also part
Why?
of the crowd.
What's with Madam?
It is,
Madam Ji, you were at the ground, so please tell us your
yes.
experience. We will just shut up.
Please. I think
We will go offline.
yes,
Please do a monologue on that.
yes.
Now, first of all, Akshata, how was the experience? How many fans were there announced officially at the ground? And then I'll ask the other questions.
Officially, it was announced 5,000 plus.
What did you feel?
But I don't think there were 5,000 plus people. Close
Okay.
to 2,000, I would say.
Okay. Mainly Northeast or?
Yes, many Northeast, but Punjab side also there were a lot of people supporting Punjab. A lot of young kids were there who understand football, which was very surprising to me at least that because I've not seen something like this in Delhi. Um, Kids were lit. I mean, when the Punjab goal happened, there were kids dancing and just yelling, and they were so happy. So yeah, that was great to see.
Next question. Which goal did you celebrate?
I I celebrated
Both the
both the
goals.
goals. And I could hear some people from the background saying, "Ki kya, which side was she supporting?" Even I didn't know which side was I supporting because midway the loyalties. I mean, anyway, I was not. I was just at it's home ground for Punjab FC, so I wanted to at least bring along that spirit.
Yeah, they almost got the second also in the end.
Yes, yes.
Talal. Uh, I heard the fans, they were pretty loud. Actually, I didn't think the turnout would be so less.
It sounded
After,
more, right? I
yeah,
would have felt if
yeah,
this
yeah,
were 2,000
same,
people, it felt like I would have said without knowing, I would have said 10, 12, maybe
same,
Yeah,
15,000
same,
yeah,
people were
yeah,
at the
yeah.
ground.
same,
They were very
same.
loud.
But sir,
A lot of dhol sounds. That was, I think, I later tweeted this also कि हर दिल्ली वाले के अंदर ना एक पंजाबी है, which people underestimate. कि यहाँ पे भी अगर आप if you see ना local shopkeepers also will interact with you in Punjabi sometimes. There is a lot of Punjabi population here, and naturally, like even I'm not Punjabi, but I feel Punjabi sometimes. So we all have that. I think that spirit kind of helped Punjab FC today, which Delhi brought along with them.
And to
And
bring
as
but
you
in
said,
sir,
Indian food and football, just to make a point, on the food front, I think when it comes to food, we are all Punjabi. So
yeah.
sorry. And Hiren wanted to add something, no?
but sir, in the Bengaluru match also there is a less crowd, 5,900. That's the
Five,
official
no,
number.
no. Was it not 9,500?
9,500, I
Nine
think.
9,500.
9,000.
nine
9,000.
nine thousand.
9,500.
Uh, uh.
9,500.
I see somewhere
9,500.
5,900.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least they
9,500.
showed it on screen the other night. It was 9,500. Now, how many were in the stadium? Main nahi bol sakta.
No,
That's
it looked like
up
West
to an
Block was almost. It looked good. It looked decent. Like it
I mean,
looked
West
around the
Block
9,000.
itself will be 5,000, 6,000, right?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again,
Okay.
Akshata, just to how was it to get into the stadium? Was it easy to get in? Again, Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Delhi has these kind of issues. How was
Yeah.
that for you today?
So good. The good thing is that it's connected to the metro. JLN has multiple gates. The guards were strict about the entry, which was, I was at least taking it as a positive sign. They were concerned about the security measures, which is a good sign. Ticket, I think that they could have just sorted the tickets right in the beginning. Even till yesterday, or in fact until morning, also there were not a lot of options of tickets. Later in the afternoon, they did put out a tweet that some tickets will be available at some specific gate at JNN. I don't know how did that turn up, but I think from the next game onwards, maybe Punjab FC can try to work more on the ticketing side of things. That will attract more people, and of course, uh, I think
Did
Delhi
you
crowd will
did,
not disappoint Punjab.
did you have a paper ticket or was it an e-ticket?
No, I got passes, so they were
Yeah, which
they,
was physical, right? Which was not
yeah,
an e-ticket. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but
Anything
everything
to
was smooth.
add?
There was a
Yeah, inside any
yeah.
experiences that you would like to? maybe share with not only us but the people who are watching?
I think overall it was all well managed. The entry was smooth, the exit was smooth. There were no issues as such with the crowd as well. Of course, the crowd was mixed here. They were not proper allocated home away stands, and the crowd was moving around. But yeah, I mean, I think overall it was a great experience, which of course we have the base point from where we can look up to the next games and plan them better.
Akshata, can you help with the question that Deepak Das has? If maybe Rahul, you can put it on the screen.
Yes.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Deepak, even I faced the same issue, unfortunately, but I had to ask someone who helped me with the passes. And that's why I think that ticketing is something that Punjab FC should really sort at the earliest, because the stadium is huge. JLN Stadium is huge. No, he was sitting in the VIP section, so I didn't need to go. But the stadium is huge, so if you want, one can accommodate a lot of people. But of course, security concerns hai. Ab dheere dheere, with Durga Puja coming, things in Delhi also security concerns will rise, right? Like the massive celebration of Durga Puja in Delhi or in Delhi as well. So yeah, I think possibility hai to sort the ticketing things, decide where everybody has to sit, put out the seats in a similar way, and yeah, make things
But
easier.
but they also sell the ticket on the stadium also today. They announced it from 4:30 p.m.
हाँ वही मैंने बोला
Whoever
ना
wants
आपको.
to buy ticket.
हाँ वो बोला मैंने, बट आई डोंट नो कि कितना वो स्मूथ था, क्योंकि एनीवे अगर आज आपका मैच है दिन टाइम पे, आपको कितने लोग ट्विटर देख ही रहे हैं, जब आपके 4000 5000 फॉलोअर्स है ट्विटर पे, कितने लोग ही देख रहे हैं ना वो. तो
I
एक
think
वो
I
भी एक
think
फैक्टर
the
है.
question which again we have had or discussed when it comes to Kolkata, I think also comes in is what were Punjab FC allowed or not allowed by the Delhi police? I think that question cops up out of own experience also around the Bayern game. Therefore, I would think that there might be some issue on that front, which would have been because again, Abhishek raises a very valid question. If it's free entry, so why do they have tickets at all? Anyone should walk in, and that's a point, right? I think Punjab FC has kept the tickets for the moment free to get as many people into the stadium. But if you are denied that entry into the stadium, how does it then work? And that's, I think, the challenge that such a club will have. And again, their base is not in Delhi, their base is in Mohali. Even though of course Roundglass as a company has an operations in Gurgaon. So therefore that's the point. And again, I will tomorrow try and pass on the message to
Yeah.
ex-colleagues or people who I've worked with who work at the club, and maybe let them know that there was interest to come, but people were unable to find tickets or get tickets, and they've got a couple of weeks, I think, to sort that out maybe.
Yeah. Even I could have brought along some more friends, but because I was relying on passes, right? So I could not really ask someone for, like multiple passes for multiple friends. But if I had that option, I could have booked a lot of tickets in advance, taken a lot of friends along with me. And I also want to quickly add one more important thing about Jailan Stadium, Delhi, which is that the stadium, unlike stadiums in some other cities, is not located far away. It's located in the heart of Delhi. Very well connected by metro, very well connected by buses. आप जेलन के बाहर से जाएंगे, आपको buses, ऑटो सब कुछ मिलता है, right? So, and there are a lot of government localities around Jailan. There is East Kidwai Nagar, there is Lodhi Road. आप मतलब या तो बहुत ज़्यादा लोग रहते हैं उसके आसपास, जो who maybe in the evening after dinner or before dinner, they would want to go and enjoy some time with the family, especially kids. So I think there's a great opportunity here with Jailan Stadium that Punjab FC have, and they can definitely tap on.
Yeah. Just taking Kunal, Akshita already mentioned, I think the official numbers were around 5,000, but Akshita says it was around the 3,000 mark. And Shaggy also just provided an update on the BFC numbers, which Hiren just mentioned. 5,900 is what Shaggy also has said. So just quick correction on that.
Okay, but that's an interesting one, right? Again, Shaggy, I don't know if you were there the other night, but I felt, and Rahul, correct me if I'm wrong, that 5,900 sounds a little less, right? Because it's not only the guest blocks, because there was also that stand with the East Bengal fans. So I would have thought there would have been a few more. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So, and normally in the ISL they up the numbers rather than lower the numbers, right? So therefore I would be surprised. But again, if it's 5,900, I would say I think it shows that then the recent losses of BFC sort of affected that. Okay, they announced 5-9. Okay, because it was shown as 9-5 or 9-5 was mentioned on television. So therefore, okay, thanks Shaggy for the correction.
Yeah, I think more than the losses, I just feel like weekday probably affected us. Hopefully, probably on a weekend, I hope to see. The thing again with Bangalore, I think when it's Kerala Blasters or when it comes to these crunch games, people turn out. But I don't know why weekday games. IT crowd, man, everybody's an engineer, unfortunately. So I think everybody's sitting and working. But anyways,
But I would want to add here. I think Jamshedpur yesterday in a weekday. I think it's something to be done for many clubs. I think all the Kolkata clubs also. Jamshedpur had a very good turnout. Only 1,000
yeah,
people coming out watching, and the team has got only 1 point in the first two games. That shows the team is they are heavily backed by people at least. Supporters are coming up for supporting them.
But Chan, I would like to add. I think with Jamshedpur, there's one advantage that there are limited options in regard to entertainment, and in Jamshedpur, going to a football game and going to a game like yesterday is a big thing, and I know that people in Jamshedpur, staff of the Tatas, actually have to go into a lottery sometimes to get tickets for the game. So it's not
But
easy. That's a very good
Jamshedpur
sign.
city population is also very less compared to Kolkata.
Yeah.
The population of Jamshedpur city is very less. So I think this is the Kolkata supporters should understand this, or not only Kolkata, other people, in other part of the country should understand that at least they are having that weakness to go rather than coming in the social media and shouting here. And I think
Exactly.
people are going there 20,000. We should appreciate that rather than not poking point. I think many 100-year clubs are unable to do that, and that's the point we should say.
100%. And again, I think getting in fans into stadiums is a topic of how much of an effort clubs make also. I think that's a tough one, right? It depends on how you connect. I think BFC is a very good example of course, having had success in the first year in the I-League, winning the I-League, bringing in Sunil at the time and creating a very special bond with the West Blocks or with generally with fans in Bangalore, which has helped the club to grow over the last 10 years. No? So that's a positive. Mumbai has its sort of small but very, very loyal fan base, right, as well over the years. Goa has a very, very loyal fan base. And again, the best example of the last 9 years is, of course, Kerala and the Manjapara or generally the Blasters fans. I mean, that's a lovely story to just see how much of a love and affection these fans have for the team. And that is something that the other teams, again, Northeast, I think will rebuild that. I think if Parthiv continues to play like this, and that helps that a local Assamese is doing this, 100%, it will help in Guwahati and in the surrounding districts around that. And the others, will have to do that as well. So therefore, some good signs on that front.
Also, want to add one thing. Somebody asked about the next match in Delhi. There are, I'm sharing the link where you'll find there are 4 matches left in Delhi. But unfortunately, as per the website, the tickets are all sold out. So, again, as I raised this issue earlier, the ticketing has to be sorted.
Punjab, I think, play the next 3 games away after the international break, right? And then they come back.
Yeah, they play in Jamshedpur. I'm just checking the schedule. Then they play in Chennai.
Mumbai.
Then they play at Mumbai. And then on the 7th of November, they host Hyderabad.
Yeah, so they come back on the 7th.
And interesting, I just posted as well because under the Indian Super League website and schedule and fixtures, whichever club has the possibility is selling directly under the schedule. So if you see the ISL schedule of all the matches, if you're interested to go to any of these games, those clubs who are allowed, Punjab FC doesn't. I'm seeing East Bengal doesn't. Odisha doesn't. Mumbai doesn't. Okay, interesting. Mohun Bagan doesn't. They're selling online tickets, which shows sometimes, again, these are issues. Mumbai now does. Sorry, Mumbai didn't do it a few days ago. So now they've put it up. That some of the clubs are sort of interlinked with police and authorities allowing these kind of things. again, despite all, India being very, very good on digital front on a number of ways, but again, football tickets seems to be a bit of a problem in some places.
Yeah. Also, quickly want to add one more thing that was very interesting today, which is a lot of Mohammad Salah chants. A lot of more Salah chants. So it was very interesting to see how, like, of course, same name.
But
There was same chant
Akshata,
and
what
different.
commentator said about Mohammad Salah? Do you
I'm
know?
sorry.
कमेंटेटर ने क्या बोला पता है मोहम्मद सलाह?
नहीं नहीं वहाँ पे कोई कमेंट्री
उन्होंने
था
बोला
नहीं.
कि he should be in the Asian Cup squad.
Okay.
Committed,
He,
dedicated
he will
player.
be the headache for the Egos to select on that left back position.
But a lot of praises for him from in the stadium today. A lot of praises. People were Pathib
And
and
that and that guy has progressed. If you think about it, I mean, Srinidhi, Deccan
Uh,
last 2 seasons did again. Not only him, but if you see, Falguni was with Srinidhi, Dinesh Singh was with Srinidhi. Srinidhi has had some very good players where these boys seem to be transitioning from the I League to the ISL, and that's a very important and very, very good sign. We spoke a little earlier about Melroy, right? About the others as well. If you see Brandon, of course, who has a history with East Bengal in the past, one of the best at East Bengal during the ISL days. That these guys are showing it in the ISL. So therefore, yeah, that's a very, very good sign.
I
And
can
and as
add a couple of more points if you don't mind about
please,
the match, which are just now coming back to me. That the kids need to be like the creatives that are being played in the stadium. The kids need to be decided in advance, right? So if you're putting out, so there was a confusion because of the orange color. Northeast United were not in their orange jersey, but the pictures were showing something else, right? So a lot of confusion. Whatever kit they're playing on that same day, the creatives on the screen should reflect the same thing, same, because in at least in the beginning, a lot of people do not know which. Okay, fine. There must be some issue with that. Like
there's no. It's a simple explanation. When you do the creatives and when you do the shoot, you normally do it with your home kit. And when teams have the same home kit, that confusion happens. So
but it
normally,
can
I
be sorted,
agree. I
right?
know. I agree with you. I agree with you. They should do, but that is very rarely done. That you do a shoot for the first kit, the second kit, the third kit, and maybe the alternative fourth kit. Some clubs have. So therefore you will have this topic of when you're seeing a picture. Let's say Kerala Blasters is playing in their away kit, but you will see the pictures in their yellow and blue, because that's the one which has been taken and which is used. So home kits normally, BFC will be shown in their home kits as well, in that sort of original 2013 kit, which is sort of revived this season.
And
So
even the added time did not, like, the added time, if it was 6 minutes, it was shown as just 6 minutes. It was not, the stopwatch was not running for the added time. So that
that
was also
that is sometimes which happens with, very often you have that the clock stops at 45 and 90. Added time very often across the world is not shown at grounds. I don't know what the logic is. I've never actually asked, but it's, be it at the top tier or lower level, actually it stops at 90.
I have a confession to make about this 90-minute when the clock stops and you don't get the added time. I actually enjoy it. There's a weird thrill about it. There's You just don't know what is happening. Everybody, fans are blowing whistles left, right, center. It's a lot of fun. I think there's a nice thing
राहुल
to it.
राहुल तुमने
Weird
क्या
thing.
किया? क्या किया तुमने? अक्षता मैम नोट डाउन करके आई थी कि ये पॉइंट
नहीं,
मेरे को
मैं तो नहीं
बताना
हुई.
है.
No, no, no.
नहीं, मुझे एक्चुअली बहुत अच्छा लगता है, because whenever I go to the stadium, at a time 4 minutes, you need to score a goal. You're losing it. You're absolutely losing it. Everybody is like, dude, stopwatch, stopwatch, stopwatch. Have you kept it? You know what is happening? You know what the time is, because it has its own, I think, its own thing. So yeah,
My friend,
No, but that's something. That's why either at the start of the half, I start my watch, or I start it around when 90 crops up. So I do know approximately what time it is, because now it's not about 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minutes. Now sometimes it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So
yeah.
that becomes very interesting, because again, 180 seconds, you can approximately judge. But can you judge 600 seconds? So therefore,
Yeah.
No,
But
no,
overall,
Shine
मजा
Bhai
आया.
is not using a green screen. That is Shine's new home. Sorry, Solo Flame. But
Yeah,
that's a different discussion.
but as I said, overall maza aaya. Lot of dhol, lot of kids with that enthusiasm, a lot of people who understand Indian football or ISL, who knew what they were talking about. So I'm very proud of Delhi today.
So how?
अरे
So,
ठीक है.
so you were you watching them or were you interacting with them as well?
No, I didn't interact with anyone.
Okay.
Guys, I just want to pick up this question on the game. Hiren, uh, your take on Juan Mera, because Part's saying he's asking whether he's better than Bumu. But were you impressed with what he brought?
Hugo Bumo से better तो अभी मतलब Hugo Bumo is playing so many years in ISL and Joan Mira is playing his first season. So that's the मतलब not right way to compare both the players. And Joan Mira has take to time to settle down in ISL. He looks promising. I think some of his run in right flank today I think were मतलब ब्रिलियंट. आई थिंक जिस तरह से उसने वन ऑन वन में बीट किया, जिस तरह से उसने वहां से क्रॉसेस आया, आई थिंक दैट वाज एब्सोल्युटली ब्रिलियंट. बट ह्यूगो बुमो तो भाई आई डोंट थिंक सो कि अभी आप बोल सकते हो कि जोआन मेरा इज बेटर देन ह्यूगो बुमो. टू बी ऑनेस्ट, ह्यूगो बुमो एज ए आई थिंक वन ऑफ द
Yeah,
एंड जोआन मेरा को
हाँ.
जैसे उन्होंने आई लीग में प्रूव किया एंड जिस तरह से आई लीग में वो क्या बोलते कि पंजाब एफसी के लिए क्रूशियल प्लेयर रहे थे, आई थिंक वही सेम परफॉर्मेंस अगर वो इस सीजन आईएसएल में रिपीट करते हैं देन हम बात कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी तो डेफिनेटली द गो इज
Akshna, just one question. What's the expectation now for the coming home games for Punjab? Do you think there'll be more people coming in? What does it look like?
So the next match is between with against Hyderabad.
Yeah.
Today, because the match was against Northeast United, their fans also turned up in huge numbers. So because it's Hyderabad FC, I do not know if, and of course, considering the current ticketing issues, I'm not sure if the same number of people will turn up. But I'm certain that Punjab FC's fans are gonna support in whatever way they can, and they're very loud. So even if 100 लोग पहुंचेंगे sure तो at least वो 1000 लोगों का मचा के ही आएंगे.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
ठीक है, at least good. 5,000 is not a bad number. I think ठीक है. इससे ज़्यादा we don't expect also. 5,000 is a good number.
No, but I have another question. Akshata, so you celebrated both goals. Were you calm and quiet, or were you a
No, I was
typical
loud.
Anfield fan?
No, I was loud, but and also good saves. Huh? The penalty save was brilliant. At least like from I was not I was उधर भी I was not sure because वहाँ से उतनी दूर से दिख नहीं रहा था if it was actually a genuine
Yeah,
penalty or not.
it's quite far away. Yeah.
And I was genuinely praying that please, if this cannot be happening again. And I really want to know if it's genuine or not. But वहाँ पे तुरंत internet भी नहीं चला था, so I couldn't really check. But what a save! What a save!
Yeah. Guys, tomorrow we've got Odisha and Goa. We've also got Chennai and Mohun Bagan, two big games. First, let's finish off Odisha and Goa. What are your expectations? Shine, quickly, your expectations for this game and one small prediction.
Expectation, why it's very tough to call by tomorrow's game. Odisha and Goa, I think both of the teams, I think, are too good a side. But somehow I feel, I think the Odisha which I am seeing in the AFC Cup and Odisha I'm seeing in ISL is totally different. Both the way the intensity of the game they are playing. I think that is the thing I want to. That makes me a bit doubtful. But I think tomorrow, again, I hope that tomorrow's game will be a draw, the Odisha win. I think Hydra. I think Goa would have a very tough time tomorrow. I think it will be not so easy for them because if you see Odisha, Goa didn't have the best of game in the first game. I think they will also need some time to settle down. So I'm keeping Odisha ahead in tomorrow's game. I think Odisha win or a draw.
Fair enough.
For me.
Anava?
It's an interesting one because you see two very creative sides taking on each other. You've seen Odisha against Mumbai City, so you know what is possible. We saw Goa in the Durand Cup to some extent, what they're potentially capable of. looked a little rusty against Punjab FC. So I think it's going to be an attacking game with chances at both ends, and whoever is more clinical with their finishing is going to win this encounter. I think that's the thing that I'm seeing so far, that we don't have even the foreign strikers. We don't have anyone where you think about it that that striker is gonna ensure that you're gonna win games. Maybe with the exception of Jorge Pereira Diaz, who ensured that Mumbai has 4 points, but otherwise, I don't have not seen a striker so far in the ISL. That who already has scored like 3, 4, 5 goals, right? Three at least Pereira Diaz has scored, but more goals, and to go at the front of the pack of the strikers.
Yeah. Hit it. Arnav, a prediction
Definitely.
before that? Sorry, Arun. For
Hi,
Odisha.
bolo. You want my prediction first?
Yeah.
I would think. I think 2-2 would be a good one. I think 2 would be an entertaining match with a lot of ups and downs.
Okay. Hit it.
Hello.
Hit it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Definitely exciting fixture, without a doubt, because both great managers, Sergio Lovera versus Manolo Marquez. So interesting battle would be on the field, definitely, without a doubt. Tactically, I think this would be a brilliant game to watch out for, and I think close fight. I agree with Aruna Vasar on this. I think because both the teams, something first match, I think is clearly. I mean, the Manolo Marquez also mentioned that he is not happy with his team's performance. No doubt they win 1-0, but he is not convinced how they played that match. So I think definitely a redemption time for player also to show his coach or manager कि हाँ भाई अब आई थिंक डेफिनेटली जैसे सैन भाई ने बोला कि अब देखिए ओडिशा एफसी कप में डिफरेंट टीम लगती है और जो आईएसएल में खेलती है एक पूरी डिफरेंट टीम होती है सो आई थिंक क्लोज फाइट मे बी एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ and my prediction also similar kind of I am seeing a 2-2 type of draw. So let's see.
Akshita, excited to watch this one, Odisha and
Yeah, I think I
Goa.
more looking forward more for the Mohan Bagan match.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think Odisha might.
You've now made Shushmit happy in the chat.
So that takes us nicely then. Akshita, what do you expect from Mohan Bagan then? Because Mohan Bagan and Chennai play the second game. Chennai play at home. So again, I'm personally rooting for the underdog. Let's go Chennai for that one. But, Akshita, Mohan Bagan, behind Mohan Bagan or Chennai for this?
Yeah. No, Mohan Bagan. I think they are just gonna keep the momentum running and they're gonna take another win tomorrow.
Yeah, fair enough. Shan, arch rivals.
So arch rivals, so it's something which is which is on the field. If I analyze the game, I think Mohun Bagan is ahead in tomorrow's game. If you understand, if you ask this thing, so and I think I think there is no way stopping Mohun Bagan tomorrow to win. I think they need to play really bad to lose or lose point in that game. Because if you see Chennai, I think. I don't think Chennai is. I was not impressed by the Chennai the way they played in the first few games in ISL. So, Mohun Bagan is the. I think answer is my favorite for tomorrow to win this game.
Yeah, fair enough. Anava, obviously they're sitting top pretty, 6 points, 2 wins out of 2. Is it a little too easy for them?
I would think so because Chennai play their first home game. I seem to still miss that Owen Coyle magic. That gentleman has turned not only Chennai around but Jamshedpur in the past. So it will be interesting to see how he shapes his team. Very special match for Anirudh Thapa, who's played his whole senior career with Chennai and now is with Mohun Bagan Supergiant. They had a tough match against Mazia, right? I mean, not to forget that, and now travels away. And we've seen teams in the ISL often struggle away from home. That's been a sort of something over the last few years, pre-COVID and last season, that you saw that teams were doing well at home. When they go away, they were not getting those results. So therefore, that will be interesting. And again, one thing which I'd like to see is if they've sorted their internal fights, the Aussies versus the Albanian, and all the stuff that's going on, because Mohun Bagan just has quality on attack. And again, Chennai have not found their feet so far in the first two matches of the ISL.
Yeah. Hiren, easy, straightforward for you, or are you hoping for an underdog story?
Definitely, I'm seeing the underdog story. I think Chennai will come back in this match. On Coil Kelly, I think it's a big time to mark his arrival in the Indian football again with this big win, I would say. And Chennai is looking for that redemption, and no, not a better opponent than Mohun Bagan. So I think definitely, no doubt, first two मैचों में उन्होंने डिसमिस जरूर किया, लेकिन they have a team who can but it's a matter of clicking of players and स्टेट में जितने भी मोहन बगान फैंस मेरे को शुक्रिया अदा बोल रहे हैं just confirm you guys my 60 to 70% prediction are right till now, so be aware of that. And either tomorrow you are looks full, or I am looking full, so wait and watch, guys. uh, but I think Owen Coyle will definitely a capable manager who can produce a big result against big team. So I'm seeing Chennai will win this match.
Well, we've heard it. So Hiren and I are going for Chennai. The rest, Rava, Shayan, and Akshta are all behind Mohun Bagan for this.
Yes, yes.
It'll be fun. It'll be another cracking day.
Rahul, before
Yeah.
you end the podcast, just
Yeah.
want to quickly check: did we discuss the IWL and I League fixtures?
No. We're not
Oh
finished
yeah,
yet.
we're not.
Oh.
We're not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were wrapping up. So sorry.
No. We're
No,
not
no,
wrapping
no.
up.
No.
We are wrapping up the ISL section of the show. I don't know.
Okay,
You're
my
now
bad.
an ISL fan, so you have to leave maybe, because then we will continue with
We
the
started
ILeague and
late, na?
IWL.
We started late. We
Half an
started
hour late.
half
Yeah,
hour
sorry.
late.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was a little lost. I just wanted to check.
All good. All good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Akshta.
you. Go ahead, Rahul.
No, Rahul, you were saying you continue.
Yeah. Nothing. I was just basically let's we've got some good ISL action set up for tomorrow. Now coming on to the next topic, which is the IWL and the I League. Akshta, you can take it away.
So IWL fixtures announced from December. We are today sitting on 6th October. I'm very happy that 2 months in advance the fixtures have been released for the IWL, especially home and away format. 7 teams. Matches are time of the matches are not given in the schedule, but it's winter time, so at least there won't be the heat issue. Teams will have good time to prepare. Lot of gap between games, so a lot. I'm very excited about the schedule and the positives, at least, that the federation took from the last mistakes. So at least शुरू अच्छे note पे हुआ है. Hopefully it will be carried forward. Hiren,
Yeah.
you wanted to say something?
Definitely, the only thing I am now wishing for is to proper broadcasting. That's it. शेड्यूल इन्होंने पहले से अनाउंस कर दिया है. 7 teams, home away format. Everything is almost 3 to 4 months league will run, and it's a good start for the women's football. And that's the commendable job from AFF. I think credit must be given. They have taken this step for the women's football, because we all know they have a potential and they just need a platform and opportunity. So it's the right time to give them this opportunity. So let's hope so. The timing and broadcasting will be there, so more and more people watch women's football, and they will get aware about that which कितना potential है हमारी गर्ल्स वुमेन्स टीम में भी, कि वो यहाँ पे अपने जो क्या बोलते हैं कि जो वर्ल्ड कप खेलने का जो सपना है वो मेन से भी पहले पूरा कर सकती है. सो लेट होप सो कि ब्रॉडकास्टिंग अच्छी तरीके से हो, एंड दैट्स इट.
Yeah.
Very important point that Shaggy is saying, that Eastern Sporting Union from Manipur has opted out of playing in the IWL because of the issues and problems and tensions in Manipur. Um, and that's the reason also that Neroka and Thrao are going to be playing from Kolani in West Bengal as their home venue. Rajasthan United at the start of the season will be playing from Hyderabad. If we come to talk about the I League schedules, Inter Kashi has only 2 of their first 12 matches at home, so 10 away matches for a new team. The stadium needs to get ready in Lucknow. And there we see sort of the logistics. Some of the teams are using same grounds. Again, Gokulam Kerala will be, that's an interesting one where you have to sort of find your fixtures in ISL, I League, IWL. Same can be said about Hoops FC and Round Glass Punjab. I hope that has been worked out. Kalinga, of course, is also an issue because 2 women's teams are playing, plus Odisha FC's men's. So I hope that all these grounds hold up with so many matches going to be played on them in the coming months. I think that's a challenge. And my understanding regarding broadcast, I mean, I said the other day regarding I League, it looks like that they're trying to get a streaming partner because broadcasting seems to be out of the question. So most likely for both I League and IWL will have streaming partners. But what is the most commendable step in what the FF has done is to realize that a big 16 team, competition just doesn't make sense. Rather create 2 tiers, do a top tier, 8 or 7 in this case. I think the competition will be good. I think that's a good sign for the IWL. And Gokulam Kerala once again will be the team to chase. Interesting to see in the coming weeks who transfers where. I think Gogulot, what was the name? My first name, forgot her name.
Soumya.
Soumya is coming back to Gokulam. She's leaving Dinamo Zagreb. But he has that 1-year experience in Zagreb, so that is directly a strong addition for Gokulam. So again, they look like most likely the team to beat, and therefore we will hopefully be able to cover it a little bit more once we get closer to the dates or on the match days and combine it with the ISL, but also with the I League. And coming to talk of the I League, yeah, it's good to see the new bigger I League, but again, you realize the same problems. It's good that the Manipuri teams are playing. I think that's a very, very important, very, very good step, but sadly from home. So that's a reality which can't be changed. Good to see Shillong Lajong back in the I League after so many years. Meghalaya, Shillong, good to be there. Good to see Namdhari bringing Punjab football, or keeping Punjab football in the I League with Round Glass Punjab as Punjab FC now playing ISL. But again, Rajasthan United, after having played in Delhi, now playing at the Deccan Arena of Srinidhi, is a little disappointing, and it shows the struggles of the clubs, especially for the new ones who are trying to come to the top level of Indian football. If you reach the I League level, that you have to find a home ground. It's also, I find it disappointing that Mohammedan Sporting are playing in Noihati. I don't know what Shine thinks. I would have rather liked to have them in town in Kishore Bharati. I think that would have been better.
Yes. Better.
I don't know why that they've chosen Noihati as their home stadium. Makes it a little difficult for the Mohammedan Sporting fans. And surprised that Delhi FC is playing from Namdhari Stadium. That Delhi FC as a new team in the I League is not using the Ambedkar, which has been used by non-Delhi teams in the last few seasons whenever there were teams in the I League. So this sort of sums up my sort of quick analysis of this 13-team I League. Yeah, well, I was about to say Hero I League, but again, then I realized that I should keep the Hero away for the moment. Sorry. So as we've seen with the ISL, no Hero in the I League, no Hero in the Indian Women's League. and no naming like sponsor for any of the top three leagues in Indian club football.
Guys, quick thoughts on the 2 o'clock kickoff I League games. This, do you think it's time that we do away with it?
I think Srinagar, you can't do anything about it. I think Srinagar and Namdhari, you have to do the 2 o'clock kickoffs because of issues with floodlights. And I think Srinagar also the angle of security comes in. You can't play late evening kickoffs. But the good thing is I League starts at 7 p.m. I feel that's a good time to kick off matches if you're playing under lights. But I'm seeing
I leagues are starting at 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
no.
I League is starting at
7
2
p.m.
p.m.
match. 7 p.m. matches, eh? I'm just looking at the fixtures. 2 p.m., 4:30, and
Not,
7 p.m.
not, yes, the 2 p.m. also is there. Na? Lot of
Yeah,
matches
but
starting at 2
2
p.m.
p.m.
but वो वाला स्टेडियम फ्लडलाइट्स नहीं है उसके लिए और श्रीनगर में सिक्योरिटी का इशू है.
But also I want to quick ask about this कि with ISL ongoing शाम के matches तो anyway अगर शाम को भी होते थोड़े और तो they would have clashed, right?
They will clash. 7 p.m. kickoffs will clash
They
if the
will.
ISL is
Yes.
playing. But because I see the I League, if I look at the fixtures of the first 6 rounds, yeah, you're playing theoretically every day. And there are no breaks for the World Cup qualifiers. No, you're playing round 12 till Christmas. So Christmas Eve, 24th of December. So there's it's a very, very tight schedule. Very, very tight schedule for everyone. A lot of traveling, a lot of matches, and again 2 p.m. kickoffs at Namdari Stadium and at TRC football turf in Srinagar. Due to the reasons, and it's good to see Churchill Brothers playing on in Tilak Maidan, which I loved during the bubble as a venue of the ISL. Nice stadium, like that view. When you stand on top of that stand, you can watch at the port and at Vasco, and also see the ocean over there. But it's a good sign. Interesting to see Ikana Arena, which Inter Kashi will be making their home. Football going to Lucknow. So maybe Akshata, for you, a reason to return to UP. That's an interesting one.
Guys, any favorites from the I League sides and the IWL sides?
IWL में तो I think Gokulam.
No, as in your favorites. I'm sorry. You should have not like anybody you're rooting for.
See, I'll support Gokulam only because they are a strong team and they are doing good in women's football. I think we should appreciate that. I think they're doing good job.
Yeah. Odisha FC also, I have a soft corner for Odisha FC. Anju Tamang is there.
So I think after the ISL and I League and IWL finishes, I think Akshata would be supporting more or less all the teams now.
Maybe it's actually बहुत difficult होता है कि दो सभी तो अच्छा खेल रहे हैं.
I am disappointed, Shine, in you personally that in the IWL you are not supporting the red and gold colors.
I don't think we are not good enough there. So
that is fine, right?
We are not good enough, Dada. We have to accept it.
I know. I was just joking. I was just joking with you. No. Again, IWL surely Gokulam Kerala. Yes. And I'll be honest, in the I League, my support at the moment lies a little with Srinidhi Deccan. I think they've been doing very, very good work in the last 2 years.
Yes.
Again, we've spoken about a lot of players today in the match. As I mentioned, Salah, Falguni, Dinesh, all these guys are players who've been with them. Rosenberg Gabriel is a player that I've liked. I've liked Munoz in their team, the striker they've kept as a captain. So I think Srinagar Deccan, Gokulam Kerala is going to be a strong one. Interesting will be to see also if Mohammedan Sporting as CFL champions can challenge for the top. And I'm interested to see how Inter Kashi do. Inter Kashi has done a lot of interesting loan deals from the ISL. brought in some players. Nikom has joined them. Other players, interesting young Spanish talented boys from the lower tiers who've come in via Atletico Madrid. Interested to see how Namdari do, how Delhi FC do, and I hope that Trau and Niroka survive, because I think there is a danger they will have budget problems, and yeah, that will be interesting to see that, and I hope that at least one, if not both, survive in the I League.
Yeah, fair enough. Hiren, your favorites?
In women's, definitely Gokulam Kerala. In I League, I think I am going for Inter Kasi. Really excited to see because there is a lot of buzz around Inter Kasi. So exciting to see how they are going to go. And Sadhguru just today, Twitter on Atletico Madrid released a video. Sadhguru visited Atletico's match and great response. So let's hope so. The AFF use this relation of something like that for the betterment of football. Just a suggestion, nothing else. And I
No,
think I League will be
I
more exciting because there is a promotion and relegation. So I think that makes more interesting thing. So in that sense, I think Intercasi is my favorite. But I think Gokulam Kerala has a very good strong team. Churchill brothers make some really interesting signing, and they bring an Argentinian coach. So let's see how he is going to play football, particularly style of play of football. So उसको भी देखने के लिए मैं एक्साइटेड हूँ एंड श्रीनिधि डेक्कन ऑब्वियसली आई थिंक जिस तरह की स्टोरी रही है रिसेंटली उनके जो सीईओ है फेब्रियो फरेरा पोर्टुगीज 26 ईयर में उन्होंने चालू किया था श्रीनिधि डेक्कन के साथ रिसेंटली उनका इंटरव्यू आया काफी इंटरेस्टिंग बात उन्होंने बोली द विजन ऑफ क्लब एंड उन्होंने बोला है कि वी आर लुकिंग फॉर द इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द ग्रास रूट ओनली हम ये नहीं चाहते कि हम अपनी मेन टीम को ही स्ट्रॉन्ग करते रहे वी वांट टू इन्वेस्ट इन द ग्रास रूट ऑल्सो एंड ये भी उन्होंने बोला है कि नेक्स्ट 2-3 ईयर्स में तो उनके पास 5000 कैपेसिटी का स्टेडियम है उसको बढ़ा के अब 8000 करने जा रहे हैं एक एक्स्ट्रा फुटबॉल पिच भी वो भी नेक्स्ट ईयर से लाने जा रहे हैं फिर परफॉर्मिंग यूनिट भी लगा रहे हैं सो दैट्स अ ग्रेट साइन ऐसे क्लब्स हमें चाहिए जो कि लॉन्ग टर्म विजन के साथ आए प्रॉपर स्टेप बाय स्टेप जाए ना कि सिर्फ ऐसा हो कि अपनी मेन टीम रख दे और खेलने लगे this is
Yeah,
not how things
correct.
will work. So this type of investment we need, and I think in that sense, I think Smriti Deccan is one of the well-run club. I think जैसे हम बेंगलुरु की बात करते हैं कि ISL में प्रॉपर तरीके से जिस तरह से उन्होंने किया है मुंबई सिटी लास्ट कपल ऑफ इयर्स आई थिंक दे हैव डन सेम थिंग सो आई थिंक श्रीनिधि डेक्कन इज इन आई लीग की जो एक वेल रन क्लब है कि जिनके पास प्रॉपर एक ग्रास रूट से आप देखिए कि उनके पास स्ट्रक्चर है सारी चीजें सो उनको देखने के लिए भी एक्साइटेड हूँ डेफिनेटली अगर वो भी आते हैं आईएसएल में दैट विल बी आल्सो इंटरेस्टिंग
And I want to add one thing here. I think when we started this, I think you know also that one important thing is that at least AFF has done one thing. At least they have released this fixtures so ahead. I think for the IWL, I think, and that's a good initiative taken by AFF. I think I want to thank them. Actually, they have taken two, three good steps in recent in last 2 days. I think giving Igor Stimac the extension. I think that was needed. I think there was a darkness surrounding that, and this is happening, and that's a very good thing. I think I would appreciate that. So it's I
why
think
darkness it's a good
darkness because it
decision
was the total. No, I'm not saying darkness. I'm saying darkness in terms of it was when if it is unclear, it was dark. So they have done right by giving him that
हाँ
contract.
yes exactly oh it's a good
मैं
decision
उस हिसाब से बोलना चाहता था दैट ये डार्कनेस नहीं रहा अभी क्लियर हो गया एंड उनको भी एक विजन पता चल गया 2026 तक एंड इट्स अ गुड थिंग I think Igor will get that time to get his team ready, and I think hopefully we'll be able to do very good. I think a good decision by AFF and keep Igor again with till 2026, and I think we appreciate it. And today again AFF took a very good decision again. IWL का fixture भी उन्होंने डाल दिया. I think it's a good thing. I think we should appreciate good things. तो ये good अच्छा चीज क्या है.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, guys. Anything else to add for it? Well,
I think
that's then.
fixtures are out. So next, the
Yeah,
next step is how you're going to sort your broadcasting. Like as I said, most probably via streaming, and hopefully that is done as well. And then let the matches begin. I think that's the most important thing. And I hope what we are also been raising as a topic that sponsors come forward and that that they support football, and then we'll also see again the potential fixtures for the third division have also been released, and let's see what the schedule and fixtures of the second division league will also be, so that the whole season is sorted, and also of the second tier of the women's league. I'm very interested to see how they're going to do that. Are they going to do it at a one venue or two venue, split it up? That's another thing which I'm looking forward in the coming weeks. And biggest topic, still not hearing anything. What's happening with the youth leagues, which should have started last month? I think that's the biggest thing. If we want to develop football, that's the most important thing. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, Nawaz just said it, guys. There are a couple of unanswered questions, but we've got some clarity around the IWL and the I League now. The ISL is underway, so again, there's a lot of football to look forward to. If you're in the city, go out there, support your local teams in the I League and the IWL, because now you have the home and away format. I'll be there. Hopefully, I get to go and watch Kickstart play a few games at BFS. Looking forward to that. So, yeah, if you're there, go out, support your football, and thanks so much for tuning in. And join us tomorrow as we sit to review both the games of the ISL tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Good night.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.